Alright, what is up, you guys? So we're gonna be doing what the Jacksonville Jaguars need to do for the free agency draft and all of the preseason to be able to compete in the AFC South. So, as you guys can see, we did sign guard Brandon Sheriff, however you pronounce it. He should be starting at left guard. Our guards don't really do good, so he'll definitely be starting at left guard. And it's not the Christian Kirk deal. He just got signed today. So as you guys know. So we have DJ Shark, which he needs to be re-signed, which is why I'm talking about him. So we have Marvin Jones. He might be wide receiver 1. So, DJ Shark. They're unrestricted free agents, so including Tavon Austin, but I don't think we need to worry about him right now. DJ Chark, he might not even be signed by Doug Peterson. I think it'll depend because he's still recovering. I'm pretty sure from his injury. I think DJ Chark, Marvin Jones, and Christian Kirk, that'd be a good wide receiving core, but I don't think they're gonna sign him just because they actually just signed Christian Kirk and oh crap, and we have AJ Can. I also don't think it's going to be re-signed since we just signed Braden Sheriff. And we already have... Well, actually, I think AJ Can will get re-signed, but not Andrew Norvell. I know AJ Can is much better than him. I thought he was still signed, but... Well, all these guys are free agents. Alright, let's see what else they signed. Forsade Akuku, whatever, bro. So Derrick Henry, we play them twice a year, as you guys know, and we need some good tacklers because you guys seen what he has done to Miles Jack, Forsade Akalukun. I think they'll be good, and since they signed him, actually, where's that linebacker at? Damian Wilson. I don't think he's gonna be re-signed at all. He was with the linebackers for I think just last year. I don't know though. But since he hasn't been too good, he hasn't been too bad. So I think guaranteed he won't be re-signed at all. Forsade Akalukun, he's gonna be starting linebacker with Miles Jack. Who else did they sign? Just these 3 players. For Lunso, for Tuscat, bro, I'm so bad. Defensive tackle. So the team traded for Brown, which is now entering the final year of his contract. The Fool and Hamilton have been up and down, so I think he could start. So, and we already have a couple defensive tackles, signed. So Tavon Bryan, a former Florida Gator, I'm sorry to say this, you're not getting signed at all. He had a good game against the Bills, but that's the only game you really had, and we need consistent players on the line. And he's the only defensive tackle. Yeah, Tavon Bryan, you're not getting signed back. That's tough, man. And the free agency, so Jaguars, we kind of need a tight end, even though we do have Dan Arnold. He did get injured during the season, but he came back. So I don't think Jacob Hollister is going to get signed at all. Now, James O'Shaughnessy, personally, I don't think he's even going to get signed. Unless they get him for, cheap, because he's not as good as Dan Arnold. So, yeah. So let me just go through the players I don't think it's going to get signed at all. DJ Chark, I hate to say it, he's not going to get signed. Laquan Treadwell, Tavon Austin, Austin, Mickens, Jacob Hollister, James O'Shaughnessy, Andrew Norvell. So all these players right here are not going to get signed. Adam Gottis, Will Richardson, Laurenti McRae, Jahard Ward, Kayvon Bryan, Damian Wilson. They're not going to get signed at all either. Now our cornerbacks. Oh, and the punter. He's not going to get signed at all either. So, Trey Herndon, Nevin Lawson. Personally, I feel like for us to move on, our DBs are really good, but these guys aren't even starters. You know, we have Andrew Wingard, Shaquille Griffin, what's his name, and another great safety. And restricted free agents. I know we're keeping Andrew Wingard. He's just good. And since Kahale Verring is on restricted free agent, I think we're gonna try to keep him. Dakota Allen and Dare Ogabulowola, I think we gotta take him out of here. Oh, and also Carlos Hyde just got tagged also. Yeah, so let me go. What's his name? Carlos Hyde. So he got cut by us, which I'm glad because we have. Because we had James Robinson. I didn't really like him getting snaps at all. He did fumble a lot of times actually. So, and our franchise tag, Cam Robinson, that's gonna affect our draft pick so much. Because if we have the number 1 draft pick, we could pick anybody in the draft. I think we have to go with the edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan University. So that probably will solve our defensive end problem because, you know, Josh Allen can play linebacker and defensive end. So, I mean, yeah, I think that kind of like solves our defensive end problem and maybe our defensive problem since we already gone by the players that have been signed and who are going to get cut. And I don't know. And if they really wanted to keep DJ Chark, they would have not franchise tagged Cam Robinson. They would have franchise tagged someone like DJ Chark or Carlos Hyde. So realistically, I think most of these players are going to be gone. I think Doug Peterson's going to be great rebuilding this team in a big way. And we're going to go look at the free agents in the NFL that haven't been signed. Alright. I like this. I like this free agency so far. So Brandon Sheriff did agree to terms. So I think we can still get him though. Now Teron Armstead, I would love to get him. I think we could definitely try to push him to come with us, but we did franchise Cam Robinson. I don't know if we're really even gonna get him. Von Miller, I think it's gonna go back to Denver. It seems right. Now, Shaquille Griffin, you know, he's a good player, but we have to push for J.C. Jackson. We need another great cornerback because A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. We need players like stop that whole offense. Like we're building just to stop that offense. It seems like. Now Allen Robinson, I think it's too late to get him. We were pushing for him last year, but he got a franchise tag, which kind of does suck. Bobby Wagner, he did just get cut from the Seahawks, but I don't think we need a linebacker. We should have thought about him before we ended up, you know, signing Foy. Now, Rob Gronkowski, I think he might. No, he can't retire. He's going to get signed by the Bucks since Brady just came back. If you guys haven't noticed that. Yeah, DJ Chark is going to be gone from us. Well, Marcus May, he played for the West Melbourne Cowboys as a youth player. That represent D2-1. Another player we could try to target is Casey Hayward. But I already know the Raiders are going to push for him also because they already extended Max Crosby. Or what's his name? Yeah. Their defense is pretty good, and they're going to need him to stop Russell Wilson. Now, CJ Usuma could solve our tight end problem. Him and Dan Arnold, but I think he's going to get signed by the, what's his name? By the Bengals. Chris Harris. There's another player we have to probably go for. I mean, I have a cornerback problem. If we don't get J.C. Jackson or a player like him, I think we might have to push for him. I really do. Joe Hayden, he's getting kind of old. I'm not even gonna lie. He's the same age as Chris Harris, I know, but Chris Harris is really good, and I think the Steelers are gonna start him anyway. So we need offensive line, wide receiver, running back, edge, tight end, linebacker. Just today, we saw the offensive line, the left side at least. Wide receiver, yes. Edge, tight end, no. Linebacker, yes. So the Jaguars have 12 draft picks. Round 1, number 1 pick, second year in a row, yeah. We're going to get Aiden Hutchinson.